Hey everybody, this is Betsy Veldman for Papertrey Inc. and I am just popping in today for a quick video to show you the new Petite Places holiday lane, as well as give you some assembly instructions. Okay, so the Petite Places holiday lane is designed so that you can create either a 3D little Santa's workshop or a gingerbread house using the same building die. Included in the stamp set are all of the stamps you would need to make these two different buildings. There is the gingerbread house and then this cute little house which looks like something you might find at the North Pole. And it is also designed so that you can use it on flat projects such as cards and tags. And there is a separate little roof image that will coordinate with a die in the collection so that you can use it on flat projects as well. Okay, so let's move on to assembly. I will just show you quickly. I have one here that's already been die cut and stamped with the coordinating stamps, and you can go all out and add all sorts of details. I didn't even stamp everything that I could have on here. You can just go all out and make it really colorful, or you can keep it kind of simple. Here's the one that I stamped for, this is a flat project house, and I didn't do any of the detail stamps. I just kind of left it pretty basic, which is cute that way too. So it's up to you how far out you want to go or how simple you want to keep it. Okay, so let's get to assembling. Start off, you want to bend all of your tabs on the score lines. The die has built-in score lines and they impress from the front side, of course, when you're cutting your cardstock. So I like to start from the front side of my die cut and get those tabs all started. And that way it makes it much easier when you turn it around to the back side. And when I flip it around, then I'm going to give them all a nice sharp fold. The nicer, crisper folds you have, the easier everything will go together for you. I forgot to start that one on the front side, so we'll get that started. And just fold them all to the back side of the die cut. It's especially important that you get a nice peak up here at the top. And you'll notice here I do not have, this is the front of the house, I do not have that stamped. That's because there is a separate piece that will go over top of the front. It just gives you a really clean, nice finished look when it's all put together. That's why that piece is separate. Okay, so now we have all of our folds nicely folded and we can go ahead and start assembling. I'm going to start by putting a piece of 1/8 inch score tape on the little side tab. Then I can go ahead and bring that around. Okay, so we have the start of our little house. Okay, now we're going to attach the roof. You want to make sure you attach the roof before you close up the bottom. It's going to be much, much easier. The roof line has a bit of a curve to it, you can see. So I like to give my roof a little bit of a curve before I start trying to adhere it. And I'm just taking a little, this is just a little paintbrush. You can use a pencil, paintbrush, anything round. And just kind of give that roof a little curve. And there is a score line down the center. So you want to make sure you give that a nice crease on that score line. Should have probably done that first. Now I kind of flattened out my curves. We'll just touch those up a little bit. And then there's a chimney that you can pop up also. Okay, for attaching the roof, I like to use liquid adhesive. I just find it gives me a little more flexibility for getting it in the right position. So I'm going to just put a little bit of this liquid adhesive on all of these roof tabs. Okay, the most crucial part probably of getting the roof started is getting those points nice and tight up in the peak. There is a tiny little bit of overhang on the width of the roof versus the width of the building. So just kind of let that be your guide as far as trying to get everything nice and straight. I like to start by kind of pinching in that peak of the roof, and that will give me a nice start. And then the others will just kind of smooth on once you have that peak nicely situated. I like to just hold it a little bit until the glue is kind of set, just pushing down on that roof against those tabs. You can see I have my other hand, my finger is up inside of there, also helping to push those tabs nice and tight against that roof. And then I can pop that chimney up. Okay, you can go ahead and close up the bottom flaps. I like to close the back side of the flap first, followed by the front side. I'm going to just use a little bit of score tape. There you go, nice and solid there. Okay, and then we can go ahead and add the stamped front, which has a little door that can be popped open. So pop that open before I glue it on. I'm using liquid adhesive here again, but you can use a little bit of score tape if that's what you prefer. And you can see how there are some tiny, tiny little gaps where our flaps are adhered to our roof, and that's why I like to do this front part of the house as a separate piece, because that just helps to clean that up just a little bit and give you just a really cute, nice finished look. Okay, that is really all there is to assembling the little Petite Places holiday lane. Alright, thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. The Petite Places Holiday Lane stamps and dies will be up for sale beginning on October 15 from the Papertrey Inc. website. We'll see you soon. This has been Betsy Veldman for Papertrey Inc.